So our Emergathon is moving forward, right? And we've been online for 7 hours already, and
Wow.
it's as I understand it, right? It's like 4.5 hours more, and so I'm a host of this part, but it's also my presentations are coming. And if you don't mind, I want to a little bit change the topic, but of course I will get back to integral approaches, and in a 30 minutes I will represent my vision of integral leadership dynamics transformations. I also have a program, but before that, I want to invite us to talk about one more program, and let me share it with you. So it's a Agile Career Shift course, which was created by myself and my former client from Google, Polina Gontova. And we created this program for people who are looking for job or transitions. First of all, in IT industry, because Polina has a great experience, huge experience working in IT. But this program might be, of course, customized for any other professions and industries. But before I'm going to share more about the Agile Career Shift program, let me quickly introduce myself. So my favorite quote, which I love to repeat to my clients, coaching clients, and our program's participants, it's to start doing things differently. You need to start thinking differently. I love when I'm talking to IT specialists, I love to use this metaphor and say that our mindset, it's like a software, right? Each software on your phone, on your laptop, has a certain settings. And parameters of these settings determine behavior, emotional reactions in the human being, right? Side, right? It identifies a lot of things, and sometimes we're trying to change something in our lives and our organization cities, but we are trying to do it with the same settings, with the same mindset settings. And unfortunately, in most of the situations, we are finding ourselves exactly in the same situation where we were before. So that's why in all of our programs, we are working on the two levels. And my dear colleagues, and Marilyn and Marina and Christine, right? Christian shared that we can create external changes and internal changes. So mindset, it's internal changes, and behavior, that's the second level, it's external changes, right? Which we can observe, right, and manage. So couple words about myself. I'm a leadership and career meta coach. And what does it mean, meta coaching? So meta coaching, it's combination of three expertise. So the first, it's a psychology. I have master's degree in social and organizational psychology. And so originally I'm psychologist, a group of affects, leadership affects psychologist, right? The second component of meta coaching, it's business consulting. I have experience in transforming organizations, cultural, let me say, corporate cultural transformation, leadership values transformation in 900 banks branches. And we implemented agile approaches and scrum approaches and other different approaches. Of course, we use spiral dynamics as well, right? That was a consulting project, and one of the most important, I think, projects in my life which I participated in. It was for 12,000 nurses and doctors, and we supported nurses and doctors in growing their, we call it patient orientation approach. So patient orientation, it's about like a customer orientation, right? It's when they can provide better support, better communication, better let me say, relationship building. I cannot call it service, right? But I would say opportunities, right? And atmosphere, because a lot of patients, they were complaining about, not about treatment or technologies or equipment or facilities, but they were 70% of complaints were about communication and how nurses and doctors treated them. There are a lot of reasons why they did like that, and it's very understandable if we can explore best level of spiral dynamics and see in what environments these nurses and doctors are working. We tried to also fix it with the Minister of Healthcare System and his team, but at the same time, that was also consulting projects, and we created great results there. And the third component of meta coaching, it's a professional coaching, and the PCCICF means that I have professional coaching credential by International Coaching Federation. Also, I have a good experience in soft skills development. I conducted many trainings, leadership trainings, soft skills development trainings, and sales trainings as well. And in general, I've been developing people for 20 years, and I impacted more than 18,000 employees, includes 4,000 managers and 400 coaches. I love, and what's my passion here, right? I love to help people and organizations to make a difference. That's what I'm so curious. That's what makes me so inspired to see when changes happens, and when the consciousness of my clients and participants, it's growing, and they can learn how to operate themselves, how to operate their mindsets, settings, and their behavior in a better way towards to their goals and their destiny. So about Agile Career Shift program. So what's the main idea is, I'm not going to read this text, I'm just going to explain it to you. So we put together, we call it, if we consider our participants as a job seekers, right? So they have hard skills and soft skills. And hard skills, it's their job searching skills. So writing resume, creating beautiful stories about their success, failures, about themselves, and all other stuff. And of course, it's setting LinkedIn profile, and of course, being able to represent themselves in the best way on the interview processes. And the soft skills part, it's how they can create a clear ideal life and career vision statement first, set their career goals, how they can of course, manage their emotions and stress when they're going through this job searching process, how they can communicate, build relations and connections with recruiters and hiring managers, how they can organize their job searching process as a projects and use time management tools, and many other soft skills tools and techniques we share with them. So why? Because as a coach, I've been coaching a lot of managers who are hiring new team members, right? Of course. And I coach these managers how to hire people, right? So I know how they do it, right? And from the other perspective, I coach a lot of new specialists in IT, engineers and managers, who just get their new positions. And most of the time, they're struggling with the soft skills. And we know that if any profession related to the working with other people, 85% of success, it's a soft skills, and 15% it's hard skills. That's why we put together soft skills and hard skills, job searching skills, right? And of course, Polina's experience working for Google, Apple, and Microsoft, right, gives us a beautiful opportunity to practice it in the most, in the best way, right? Which is so close to the real hiring process in IT industry in the big IT companies. So the goals of this program, as I just described, right, it's enhance job searching capabilities, advance soft skills, and increase self-awareness and efficiency. And we have two formats in this program. We have a self-learning option, and we have a live course, which includes 20 online Zoom calls. So this program includes, has 10 models, right? Well, it's 10 weeks. So all 10 models includes 55 tools, 74 practical assignments where step by steps our participants completing them, creating their resume, LinkedIn profile, and get prepared to the interview. We have 3 checklists. We have a lot of video recordings of theory parts of this program where we share all of these tools and frameworks. And we have, of course, presentations, right, and other materials. So what's the difference between these two formats, right? Self-learning format, it's when participants can just watch videos with all theories, frameworks, and tools and complete assignments by themselves, right? That's it. They can do it on their own path as fast as they want, right? The second option, Live Pro, it's an online program where we have 2 meetings per week. First meeting on a week, 1.5 hours, it's a theory meeting, right, where we share tools. And the second one, it's a mastermind Q&A session where we're practicing a lot, where we, first of all, first 3 weeks, we analyze resumes, each other, right, and LinkedIn profiles, and edit it and learn from that. And the 6 other weeks, we're practicing interviews, because there are a lot of different types of questions: general questions, situational questions, hypothetical questions, design questions, estimation questions, and all other types of questions, right? So 2 formats, right? People can learn by themselves, or they can go with us with online, in online formats, right? Target audience, it's IT professionals seeking career advancement and transition. It's a recent graduated and entry-level IT employees. It's a mid-level IT managers and team leaders who are looking for transitions, and Agile coaches, Scrum Masters, project managers. And as I mentioned before, content of this program might be easily customized to any other industries and any other professionals who are looking for a job or transition. And ideal outcomes, right? It's related to our 3 goals. It's increase job interview invitations and job offers received by participants, right? It's a measurable improvement in confidence level and soft skills, and noticeable increase in the personal productivity and team collaboration effectiveness. LCE, of course, right, can help us to just distribute this program, to offer it to as many professionals as we can, because when people do what they love, their impact is significant, and they feel, let me say, confident, right, inspired, and they can create many, many, many beautiful changes, not only for themselves, but for people around them, and of course, cities as well. And so that's the 12 main challenges which we invite all our participants to check and assess, and some of them related to resume issues, some of them related to the interview passing experience, some of them related to the limiting beliefs. Sometimes our participants, they believe that market is so low and it's impossible to get a job, or other candidates, they have much more opportunities to get this job than themselves, right? And all of these limiting beliefs, of course, we're working with them, right, and unstuck their potential to get their ideal job. That's the program through the numbers, right, which I already shared. So again, some 7.5 hours we are talking about soft skills and self-management. 7.5 hours we talk about job searching skills, and 15 hours mastermind Q&A session where we're practicing, we do mock sessions and all this stuff. 20 online calls in a Live Pro version, 55 tools, 74 practical assignments. And of course, we check all of these assignments, we provide individual feedback in a written way. And of course, we create the community where all job seekers become as a family, help each other, support each other, exchange resources, and it's very, very useful. That's the topics which we cover within this program. So on the left side, you can see hard skills. I already mentioned them, right? And soft skills, I already mentioned them as well. And I'm happy to share that we're not talking only about soft skills such as communication, stress, or emotional management, time management, or others, or how to sell yourself or present yourself, but also we're talking about how to grow your consciousness and integrity. And of course, we're doing it through the spiral dynamics levels. We provide the self-assessment by using intuitive scales and other tools. And we help our participants to really see how else they can grow personally and professionally. Let me share a couple of words about sales approach, which we use to change the make a shift in our participant mindset when they're looking for jobs. So in our perception, the hiring process, it's when job seekers, they're providers of certain services, and they have certain knowledge, skills, experience, credentials, desires, passions, energies, and values, and all other resources. And the companies, they are buyers. And the main idea is to get your ideal job. It's to, first of all, identify who is your ideal buyer. right? What type of company you would like to be a part of, or team, or culture, or industry, or environment. What's the parameters of it? And we offer 15 criteria of choice, and we invite our participants to describe each of them very carefully by using SMART model and others. And also, it's very important that our participants can rank this criteria of choice, because when they get several job offers, they need to choose, right, the best one. That's what can help them. And of course, we coach our participants how to build connection with these companies, how to explore and get to know more about companies. Because what do we see? That when people looking for a job, especially when they need money, they're in a very reactive mode. So if the company is going to offer me a job, I'm going to get it. I don't want to assess the company's cultural structure and all other parameters which are important to me, because I need money, right? In this case, we are working with our participants to avoid this situation, because again, as a coach, I mentioned before, right, our company, and we're spending a lot of time and energy after that to match, right, what this employees really wanted, right, and really want, and what they really got when they didn't make their choice to accept this offer proactively, right? That's what we're trying to avoid here. That's why we invite all our participants to explore what's the company you're trying to join, right? The first. Second, we are coach them to identify needs. That's the second stage of sales. First one, build connection. Second, identify needs. So when company is hiring you as a solution, what pains and problems they want you to solve? And that's what we can identify by carefully reading job posting. And we can see what's the problems. And if we're talking, for example, about project managers, agile coaches, or scrum masters, some of them, they're thinking that their main value is the tools, like a Scrum approach or project management tools, which they can bring to the company. But that's not the main value. And I always remind our participants, don't mix the goals with the tools, right? Companies need to cover their problems, pains, and challenges, such as, for example, missed deadlines, a lot of misalignments, lack of communication, lack of clarity, lack of certain processes, right, which are not defined well, lack of responsibility management. That's why they hire project managers to, let me say, order mess, right, in the best way, to use all of these resources which company has towards to their goals, right? And sometimes that's the mindset shift, right, happens in our participants perception, because they start considering what's their value they're going to bring to the company. And one of the, by the way, interview question is, why should we hire you, right? So why should we choose you? And in sales, we call it UVP, unique value proposition. And of course, you need to know, right, what value you're going to bring, and what needs and problems and pains you're going to cover. And the third stage on sales, it's a presentation, right? So you need to be so good in presenting your solution. You need to not only say the right words, but you need to transmit the values, your potential, your desires, your passion. And we discuss a lot what the congruency means, right? And I'm so happy to see that my colleagues, right, mentioned already Aqual for quadrants, right, which also the part of congruency, right? All of these pieces comes together, and they are not going against each other. They don't have dissonances, right? That's the congruency. And when we're congruent, people can feel it, right? And that's what we coach hiring managers, right? Hey, you don't need just only check their background, their skills or experience. You need to feel them. You need to feel many aspects, right? And not only get to know them, but see them, hear them, feel them, right? I mean, candidates. And in the opposite way, right? So we coach candidates to get, first of all, right, in this integral and congruent condition, to really put things together and check their transmission, what and how they present. It's yeah, and yes, that's the Agile Career Shift program. We have 10 minutes more, so dear colleagues, please feel free to share your thoughts or ask questions if you have any.